Coltrane. Coltrane.
Figured out that the number you got always fills the text
Everybody
frame.
needs to be putting their iPads up. Hurry up. Sit down. Everybody needs to be sitting down. Putting your iPads up. Some friends are already ready. Clemente, I don't know what you're doing. You're sitting down. Thank you, Gage. Gage is ready. He has his thumbs up. Lindley, thank you. Orlando, are you done? Sit down. Sit down in your chair, please. Clemente, do you need to sit in the back? Sit in your chair. All right, I'm gonna take over again for a little bit. So Miss Matichak has been learning about Thanksgiving the past 2 days, right? So can somebody raise their hand and tell me what you've learned so far about Thanksgiving? Go ahead.
Be thankful.
Be thankful, yeah. Gage.
You have to have a turkey.
You have to have a turkey. A lot of people do. Anybody else? Gage M?
I forgot.
Forgot? Amelia?
Be thankful.
Be thankful? What does thankful mean? Olivia?
You're happy that things are.
Yep. So I'm going to show you this chart. Have you seen this one before? It's called a K, W, L. So K is what you know. W is what you want to know. And at the end, we'll fill out the L is what you learned, okay? So you said Thanksgiving is for being thankful? Being thankful? What else? Turkeys. Gage M? Do you remember? We're not talking right now. Thank you. One more person. Liam? You're with your family, so you're spending time with family? Okay, and I'm gonna be telling you about what the first Thanksgiving is and how it all started and how they did it back in the day and what's different about it now. So do you wanna raise your hand and tell me what you wanna learn about it? Kendra?
What the food was.
That's a good question. Food? Connor?
What they wear.
What they wear. Wow. Timmy?
What they're thankful.
Why they're thankful? One more. Olivia?
How did they create Thanksgiving?
How did it become? That's a very good one. So I want you guys to remember these questions, and we're going to watch a little video. I'm going to do a few activities, and then we're gonna remember them and then do this part after, okay? So, Olivia, can you get the lights?
The first Thanksgiving.
Hi, I'm Mary Chilton, and I am one of the original pilgrims who survived a year of famine to celebrate the first Thanksgiving in the New World. After arriving in the New World, the first thing we needed to do was to write a document that would guide our new society. The men gathered together and wrote the Mayflower Compact. Every man who had traveled aboard the Mayflower signed the agreement on November 21st, 1620. Soon after the Mayflower Compact was signed, the men went exploring to find a place where we could build our new homes. After several days, they returned to the Mayflower with some corn they had found. "We think we will find a place to settle soon," they told us hopefully. We were relieved. "Oh, thank the Lord," we said. After 6 more weeks of exploration, our men sent word that they had found a place to settle. December 31st, 1620 was our first chance to see the place we would call home. We named it Plymouth. The weather in January was bad, but the men worked hard to cut logs for the settlement. First, they built a common house to store our tools, furnishings, and supplies. Then they built houses. The work went slowly because many people were ill, and more than half died in the great sickness that winter. My family was one of the hardest hit. I lost both my father and my mother. My father was the oldest pilgrim to make the voyage to the New World, and he died very quickly. My mother was a very strong woman, but she also died. I know in my heart that she died because she wanted me to live. She always made sure I ate first. She would give me some of her food because there wasn't really enough food for all of us to eat. By the end of the winter, more than half of those who had crossed on the Mayflower had died, but the older women were the hardest hit. Only 5 of the 18 original married women aboard the Mayflower survived. Although I was now an orphan with no mother or father, the other pilgrims took me in and treated me with kindness. With so many women dead, I found myself busier than ever. I had to help do the cooking and the laundry for the men and boys who had lost their wives and mothers. In March of 1621, a Native American came to our village. His name was Samoset. He walked into the village shouting,
"Welcome, welcome, Englishmen."
Even though it was a very cold and windy day, Samoset was naked except for a cloth around his waist and moccasins on his feet. The men talked to Samoset for a long time. Samoset left the next day after promising to return soon. After several days, Samoset did return with another Native American who amazed us all with his flawless English. His name was Squanto, and he said he was the last surviving member of the Patuxet tribe. Squanto stayed with us that whole spring and summer. He taught our men how to hunt and how to fish. He taught the women how to plant and cultivate corn, squash, and beans. Squanto helped us to make friends with the neighboring tribes. With his help, we signed a peace treaty with King Massasoit. We learned that our seeds from England did not grow very well in the New World, but Squanto showed us that if we planted our seeds with herring, then they would grow. Squanto and other Native Americans also helped us with our crops. With their help, our corn, squash, and beans did very well that year. To celebrate our bountiful harvest, we invited the great King Massasoit and his advisors to our village. The feast lasted for 3 days. We ate duck, turkey, deer, clams, lobster, and many kinds of fish. There were lots of berries, nuts, and several kinds of fruit, but the best dish of all was an Indian pudding made from pumpkin and sweetened with the syrup from a maple tree. We thank God for the success of our harvest and for the kindness of the Native Americans who taught us the skills we needed to survive.
the questions that we asked, were they answered? Yes? Can you give me one picture?
The food was the same.
Was the same? They had turkey, but they also had other stuff. Did you see that? What else did they eat? Amelia?
Fruit.
Fruits, lots of fruits. They said they had to come over here with nothing. They had to grow a lot of stuff, right? Connor?
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin?
Pumpkin. That pumpkin reminds me of something.
Timmy?
Corn.
Corn, had lots of corn. Okay. What about this one? What did you notice about their clothes? Is it the same as what we wear now? No. Okay, Jem?
I forgot.
Olivia?
The clothes are different than what we wear.
Different? Can you describe it?
That
What about the Indians? What did they wear?
this is
No shirts, right? No shirts. And then what did she wear? Did anybody notice her? Adam? She's just wearing a dress and like a hat kind of thing. A lot of people wear hats. Okay, this is a very important question. This one says, what were they thankful for? What do you think they were thankful for? With a lot of troubles. Petra?
their family.
Their family. What else? Age?
For God.
God.
For making us food.
For their food. Okay, you said they couldn't grow anything, right? And then who had to come and help them? Yeah? The Indians, yeah. So they were very thankful because when they came over here, they said none of their seeds grew, so they had to get help. Olivia?
I forgot.
Forgot Liam?
The fish helped them grow.
Yeah, the fish, they taught them new skills that they didn't know about. Did anybody catch how long they celebrated Thanksgiving for? Orlando? How long do we celebrate it for over here? Olivia? 1 day. What about, did anybody hear? I heard it in the video. She said they celebrated for 3 days. So they had 3-day celebrations of food. Right?
Yep.
And in the very beginning, she mentioned it. Did anybody catch how it was created?
No.
Adam? Gonna skip? Anybody else? Okay. Yeah, do you wanna answer? No? Leah?
They were thankful for the people who died because they helped them build houses.
Yeah, they did. They had shelter and houses. And it was created when the Indians came and helped them. So that's why they were celebrating Thanksgiving and give thanks to them. So we're gonna do a little activity over here to kind of compare how it was then and now. So you guys kind of see what it was then, right? So we're gonna compare what they did then and what we do right now. Scroll down. That. Up. What's the other one? Up. Right there. That green one. Add response right there. There you go. Down. Student. Up. Top one. Have you guys ever seen this one before?
No.
So this is called the Venn diagram. So it's kind of like another kind of graphic organizer that this is over here. Miss Madison goes in class. This is called a Venn diagram. So in this circle, you see this left circle, this says first Thanksgiving. And then this other one says today. So this is going to be what they did in the first Thanksgiving. This is what they're going to do today, that we do today. And this little part in the middle, what do you guys think that is? Olivia? Yeah, this says both, so this is gonna be what both of them do together. So kind of compare. This is on its own, this is separately, and this is together. So I'm gonna read these out loud, and you're gonna help me put them in the right circle, okay? The first one says, Thanksgiving lasted for 3 days. Which one would that go into? Orlando?
First.
Everybody agree?
Yes.
Hands up?
Yes.
Yes or no? Yes? Okay. That's what she said. I heard in the video too. This one says there's a big parade each Thanksgiving. Gage? Will you raise your hand? Adam?
What did that other one say?
This one says there's a big parade each Thanksgiving.
Now.
Now?
Yeah.
Today?
Today.
Everybody agree?
Yes.
Agree or disagree? I think it's today. They ate fish, corn, and wild game, which is deer and other. You raise your hand, Petra?
No. First Thanksgiving.
First Thanksgiving. What does everybody say? Yes? I heard that in the video. Thanksgiving lasted for 1 day. Samantha, did you want to answer? Connor?
Today.
Today, yep. They eat pumpkin, pie, turkey, and cranberry sauce. Julia?
Go.
Both. We do eat that today, and they also said that in the video, right? Yeah, this last one says, they give thanks to people who are important to us. Somebody that has not answered yet, does anybody want to answer? Sage?
Both.
Both. There you go. You guys helped create the Venn diagram. Okay? So we're gonna do a little activity over here. This one says dress for school. Let me show it on the camera. Just turn it off.
You can. No, you're done. Stop the video. So you can either cut here or put it on there. You're gonna need to go there to match the right. That's fine. Should be coming up. This is Zoom. Bigger.
Still sitting down, guys. So we're gonna be filling this out. Everybody see? This says dress for school. Kind of like the same thing, except you're gonna be cutting and pasting. So this is then, and this is now. Can anybody read this one?
Hat.
Hat. So a hat, sneakers. This is a bonnet. It's kind of like a hat that the girls wear.
Bonnet.
T-shirt, shorts, and dress. You guys, let's do an example. Do we wear bonnets today? No, so where do you think this goes? Then, correct. And what about a hat? Then. Everybody wear hats then. And the dress? Then, correct. And then everything else, it should be today, now, right? So what are you supposed to do when you cut? Olivia? Yep, but you, what does Miss Manishek tell you to do? How do you cut? Cut one, glue one. And then when you're done cutting, what are you gonna do then? Then you get to color. You shouldn't be able to color. I don't want to see crayons before you're done, okay? Got it? Thumbs up? Does anybody have any questions? Nope? Okay, can I get my paper helper? Ah! What do you do when you get your papers? What are you supposed to do? Write your name on the paper. You can go ahead again. Your turn. Give out yourself, guys. What was that? Yep, you can begin. Give your name and number. You're working by yourself. About the assignment? Put one blue one. Hurry up. Okay. What? Hold it. Emergency. Go earlier.
Boys and girls, please stop what you're doing. Let's get in line. Let's take our bathroom break. When you come back, you can finish doing your work. Miss Lee will take you out. One, two, 3, 4, 5. Turn around. Your line is here.
Hot, please. No.
Thank you for remembering to push in your chair. What? Good.
doing? Samantha.
I'll buzz it for it. I'll buzz it for paper towel.
Let me know when you're done so I can look at it and we can color. Finish? Done.
Could you have maintenance put more paper towel in the first grade hallway?
Thank you.
Thank you. I like how Clemente and Adam cut the whole bottom strip off first. That makes it nice and neat. Good job. Thank you. Cut one, glue one, and then look at all the coloring he's doing. He has a lot of work in his parking lot. I'm gonna come check it. Nice job. Adam, I saw you working during lunchtime. You got it done, didn't you? One. What does it say? On a. Oh my goodness. Four, Adam. Nice job. I'm riding on a turkey. Well, he could wish, can't he? Oh, no. Yes, you're right. I see. You made a Nike swish. Boys and girls, everybody stop and give me 5. Liam. Boys and girls, what do we need to say to Miss Lee?
Thank you.
Thank you for being so good.
All right, boys and girls, I need you to go ahead and pack up. We're getting ready for PE.